Good evening, good evening. Happy Saturday. Yet another great week, right? We are watching Interview a Live Discussion today. Roy will give you the answer to the viewer question, which was what, when, where, and how did the church change? We'll see you after the intro. We love you for watching.
Next on Interview. Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to thank Sir Just P. Johnson for that intro. Do me a huge favor and hit like, share, follow, subscribe, and don't forget to say hi to me in the comments. Before we get into the viewer question, which was what, where, when, how did church change? I want to take a look at some comments from our last broadcast. Let's take a look, which was excellent, and I appreciate everybody's participation. So we have Naomi. Oops. There we go. We have Naomi who says the church has become socialized. So the topic of the last subject was should choirs be volunteer or audition only. So her viewpoint is the church has become socialized, and to even consider someone auditioning to worship is wild to her. She says, where would the anointing or sincerity be in someone auditioning to praise and worship God? Okay, with the auditions, I'm assuming. That sounds more like a job to worship to me. Okay. You would get more of a genuine worship from someone who volunteer versus someone who is just there to overshadow someone else. All right. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. How do you feel about that? Let me read that again. The church has become socialized, which I totally agree. Like, I know people who only ask people to come to their church because they're friends or they're in that clique, in that circle, and I don't have a huge problem with that. But when that becomes the only people you use at every concert you have, when there's a plethora of other people in the city, the state to choose from and give an opportunity to socialized.
Guess what? Social media.
Ooh, somebody pointed out social media has an influence on it. And then she goes on to say, and to even consider someone auditioning to worship is wild. She says, where would the anointing and the sincerity be? And so far, a lot of the comments that that I have come across have been geared more towards the sincerity, whether it's fake or real. But someone made a comment about the opportunity and possibly the education of it. All right. Let's take a look. Micheline, she responded to another show that we had before. She says, singers put in as much work as musicians. Mm-hmm. Oh, somebody said it ain't true. I have to agree with her. Singers do. They have to learn the song as well. Well, now we're talking about true singers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? People who sing, and they put the work in at home. They listen to the song in the car, in the shower, on the toilet. Dedicated singers. Absolutely. I forgot what that show was about, but it was a good one. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Let's go on to our next one, which is Tierra. Oh my God, that show that was good with Tierra. She says you can do both, volunteer and audition, but solos should be audition.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree?
1000%.
You want to give your expression why off camera?
I would agree with that because every soloist's voice is different when they sing a solo song. So the song has to actually match their voice. Every soloist can't sing every song. It's like every singer can't sing every song because it doesn't match their voice. So I do agree with Tierra when she say that. I believe the solo singer should have an audition or maybe even a what we would call an all audition.
Right.
Yeah, or all of them meet together, to get on the same page.
My friend Walter from California says two. He says two. He chose number 2, which was audition. He said, especially if you are on the microphone. I definitely agree. And last time Lamisha said, she said, don't let nobody on there who can't sing.
You hold the mic.
She's like, it's a distraction.
I don't know how to sing in the mic.
Mm-hmm. Rick says, would you rather have someone who sounds great, but is not even close to being an example of a Christian? Ooh. Or would you rather have someone who is a great example for others, but sounds only presentable? Which do you pick? The singing good, but the terrible life, or the good life and the singing okay?
I would say both.
And your answer brings a good point because we human.
You can help anybody.
I mean, we all gonna mess up at one point or another.
As musicians and singers, you can just about help a non-singer. I mean, I've tried
It's true.
Recently.
It is true. I have taught a tone deaf person. I taught a couple tone deaf people to sing. It ain't easy.
For real.
Oh my God, it ain't easy. Woo. Ciao. All right. Well, that ends our segment with the viewer comments. We are now going to get into the question: when, where, and how did the church change? To me, the church has changed several times throughout its history, especially in the gospel music sector. Remember Thomas Dorsey, Walter Hawkins? They are two who come to mind that are very controversial, that were very controversial at their time. The song "Oh Happy Day," that was really controversial. They played it on the radio. They considered it secular. Thomas Dorsey, I think he brought drums into the church. And, oh, Lord, you at the juke jump. But y'all been juking and jointing at the house. Mm. It seems like with each evolution of gospel music, to me, the church loses or changes its identity. We have Kirk Franklin, who became the gatekeeper and the face of gospel music, and later changed the sound and presentation of Christian artistry, if you ask me, when it comes to gospel music performance. How do you guys feel? Let me know in the comments. As to the how part of that question, I believe the pastors got took by the smoke and lights. Like, they saw the effects of what they thought was progression and named it the anointing when it was really flesh, trauma, and, to me, acting out. When you go to church and church feeds that little boy inside, of course, you're going to want to do whatever it takes to keep that feeling of being seen and validated. Kirk Franklin admitted that in his biography, I think it was a biopic or something like that, and his book.
Yes, it's my life book.
Mm-hmm. The church, to me, changed because it wanted to be seen and validated by the very people they disassociated themselves from. Let's take a look at a viewer answer as to why the church has changed. Someone said politics. Politics got into the church and changed it. How you think politics got into the church and changed it? Oh, now we don't talk. But I would agree. Politics is deep into church. The financial politics, I ain't gonna even get into it because y'all gonna get mad at me and I'm gonna start cussing.
I'm gonna say,
Say it.
biblical politics.
Ooh, religious politics. You know, oh my God, this brings me so yesterday we were talking about the lady who had to go before the church and apologize to the church because she got pregnant. She was juking and junking. Now she got a little one. And her pastor or the church, whoever, made her go before the church and apologize. Now I'll be damned in this day and age. I ain't doing it. I wish somebody would come and ask me to come tell my sin to some people who probably doing the same I'm doing. Or worse. No. Politics. Why? Because it's a front. People, they just want to, I don't know. It's abusive to me. We shouldn't be doing that to folks in this day and age. Let me move on and get out y'all's business. Somebody else says, you can't preach or teach or lead or sell to someone you've offended. Has the church offended folks and now tried to get them to come back? I might say yes.
I'm going to say hell yes.
Let's move on to the next one. Why are we here now? How do we get here? How did we get here? I think we're here because a lot of people dropped the ball. Leaders got caught up trying to promote trying to be like T.D. Jakes, Carlton Pearson, and y'all gonna hate me on this next one, but a lot of y'all female preachers wanted to be Juanita Bynum so bad that politics reared its ugly head, like we just talked about, and the thread of ego, lust, greed, and power took over. You can't preach, teach, lead, or sell to someone you've offended. Or if you're walking by the Bible or someone you sinned against, you got to get that right. Almost cuss. When the trust is gone, it's gone. I fear people have lost trust in the church. One viewer says, One viewer says, preachers, pastors, ministers, you dropped the ball on the sheep. Because it was up to y'all to lead and guide us. Don't the Bible say something like, the pastor's like the shepherd of your soul or something like that? It hints to something like that. Oh, I have a comment.
Shepherd of the flock.
Yeah, let's take a look at our comment. Just Peace says, we are here because churches want to be like other churches instead of wanting to be like the traditional on the founding of the founding fathers. And so last night, I think it was last night or the last Tuesday was what it was, somebody mentioned this as well. Somebody, I think it was Denise, said that a lot of people are going from church to church just because, that church is popular. They're joining choirs because it's the popular church at that time. And now Just P. Johnson says, we are here because churches want to be like other churches. And
instead of basically following their own tradition.
Instead of following your own and creating your own tradition and identity. Yeah, you don't have to follow what's been done 200 years because it ain't work. I mean, it really ain't working.
But it ain't working now.
It ain't working as well.
It's new days.
Ooh, that was a good one. How do I get off of here? Oh no. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Another viewer says, pull this up. You better investigate these people you following. You mess around and take home a spirit. So that goes to what the message we just heard before. Churches are trying to be like other churches, not investigating, not knowing why they do what they do, not knowing the motive behind it. You know what I mean? Oh, I almost cussed again. I'm sorry. Almost mess around and take yourself home
Come
a
up show.
spirit. Okay. And be mad. What are your thoughts? Anybody leave me some thoughts in the comments. Guys, this is a short show. I ain't got really nothing else to talk about. I appreciate you all for watching. Let me know when you come on in. And by saying hello, take some time to hit like, share, follow, subscribe, leave a comment, hit a smiley face. You can also leave me some stars. I thank you, Lamisha, for the stars from last week. And until next time, y'all, I love you for watching.
Bye-bye.